The reasons behind launching Khojanews were all about connecting our community. I mean, our community of 144 centers based across, I think, 6 different continents. There's so much that goes on, and really the idea was to profile the good work being done by our individuals, Khoja community, be it in business, in their professional lives, in their social work, etc. But also the good work being done by our institutions, whether that be our federations, our jamaats, or wealth federations. And the core essence is to make people feel proud of being Khoja. That's the aim of Khojanews.
It's still early days. However, since the launch of Khojanews, we have had some amazing stories. There are stories of young professionals, there are stories of people who have passed away and the work they've done. And those stories really touch the hearts. And as we push out these stories over and over again, either on social media or through WhatsApp, we're finding the buzz that creates. We've still got a long way to go, but I think the short time since it's launched, it's gaining a lot of momentum. We're doing a lot of tweaks to the website. There's a lot of work that's now going onto social media in trying to tap the value of social media across the Khoja grassroots. And inshallah, with that, I think it'll prosper over the years to come, inshallah.
I think Khojanews has been quite successful, and the way we measure that is by the number of hits that we get through. So every month we get a sheet which shows us how many hits we've had and where from across the world. But I think with Khojanews we still need to go much further. I think articles, for example, about individuals, we get great hits. Even on we do biographies on people's lives. I mean, we've had up to 15,000 hits on certain articles. But where we need to do better is to make sure all our grassroots access Khojanews really often. We need to have articles out every week on different ideas. We need to look at multimedia, so not just written articles, but videos and that type of thing as well. And we need to percolate it more to our grassroots. So when I look at the statistics, I see that a lot of people from the UK and Africa go on Khojanews, but we need to do much more in North America. We need to do more in Pakistan. I mean, we've got one Jamaat in Pakistan of 40,000 individuals. Do they all know about Khojanews? Probably not. So I think we need to really push on marketing Khojanews much more in our community at the grassroots level.
The one story that really touched people's heart recently was the passing away of a young girl, Sajida, in Dar es Salaam, the daughter of Murabi Ghulam Bhai Bhimani. This young individual who has done so much work within the Dar es Salaam community, from her efforts in her personal life to community life to madrasa life. And it's sad enough that until she passed away, we found out exactly how much she had done, how many hearts she had touched. And one of those stories is a classic example of how that story has literally touched the hearts of many, many Khojas, young and old. And that's just one example that I'm sharing.
On Khojanews, I think in the pipeline, the next stage needs to be thought through. And that should include, I feel, an app. So people have it on their phones with direct notification on articles. At the moment, we're pushing out articles through 3 ways. One, using WhatsApp, so putting it in groups and asking people to share the articles out. The other one is through Facebook and Twitter. I think we need to look at using LinkedIn, but also by using apps as well. So if we have an app and a new article comes out, just like it does, for example, for CNN.com, you get a notification that comes down and you know there's a new article which you can go in and view. I think that will help a great deal.
My request to all our community, from all our invitees, our regional leaders, as well as our friends of the WF, if you have any stories that you wish to share, please go to khojanews.org and upload this information, and we will be more than happy to share it out.